All right, everybody, good morning and welcome to training on Flipgrid and how to use it as an educator. And so this is a free platform for us to use to stay connected, to help teach youth, and to provide you feedback for our youth as well. So like I said, it's a free platform to use. All you need to do is sign up as an educator, and to do that, you just go up here to the right-hand corner and click Educator Sign Up. It'll ask you for a little bit of information, name, email address, etc. Fill it out, and then you are an educator on Flipgrid. And you can do this at any time to set up that grid. Once it's set up, once your account is set up, then you will log in using the educator login, and you will have a home screen that will look like this, where it says My Grid and show all of your grids that you have. So when you want to get started, what you do is there is a Getting Started guide up here that you can click on that will walk you through how to set up your grids. Otherwise, it's pretty easy. You go here to this Add New Grid button. Then at the very top, you need to name your grid, whatever you want. Just give it a quick name here. I'll give it some sort of a name that's unique. Then you need to select a grid type. And to do this, you can use a school email address, which we don't have because everybody has to have the same @gmail.com or whatever it is, and not everybody has that. So we like to use the student IDs as our grid type. This allows you to create a unique ID for each youth using the grid, allowing them to access the grids and things like that. This educator one here says Educator Learning Community provides with a generic link to get into your grid. It's not as secure as the student ID part of it. Then down here at the very bottom, it says create a flip code. It'll give you something, a default one. You can change it to whatever you would like. You have 20 characteristics to change it to. And then when you're done, you just hit this next button in the lower right-hand corner. You will be able to make a grid. When using the student ID section, it will ask you to create a student ID list. You can upload a CSV file, which is just a fancy Excel file. They do give you a template that you can download, enter into, and then upload. You can also go in and manually enter your student ID code. You can do whatever you would like. For it, you can use a series of letters and numbers. Once you've entered in the information, hit add, then you can add the next person if you're doing it manually. Otherwise, it's just uploading that CSV file. You can do the student IDs at any point in time. I'll show you how to get back to this screen to add more to it, but you do need to add one or two to get you started. So once you've got one entered, you can hit next. Then it says to review your student IDs. Again, you can enter more IDs later on, and then you want to hit Launch My Grid when you're ready to go. So once you're ready to go, it says your grid's ready. You get the little confetti and the smiley face. This is your training. This is your unique grid link. You can hit copy if you want to copy, and you can send this out to people. Otherwise, go right to your grid to update it. So this is the grid that we just created. It's already got one topic added, which is this default of Say Hello on Flipgrid. You don't have to use this. You can get rid of it if you want to, but it's great when working with new groups together. What you want to do is you want to finish setting up your grid. And so to do that, you go up here to this little pencil. Click on the Edit Grid, and that will take you back into the screen so you can edit it. So again, you can change the name or the code that you want to use. The grid type can also be adjusted here. And then here again is the template and the way to upload your CSV file for your student list, or you can continue entering. You can add up to 250 students to the grid as well, and you can print your student list. So there's some additional features that you can set up. You can make your grid active or hidden if you'd like to. You can also receive notifications via your email, daily, weekly, never, or every new video. It's up to you. You can have grid followers and download and shares, things like that for it. Then what you want to do is you will need to upload the U of M branding for this. So you want to click here to drop a file or upload. And so again, we're going to add that Flipgrid banner, which is this green and yellow banner here. And then you hit open, and it will allow you to crop your image if you want to, but it's set and ready to go. So we just hit crop, and then it will upload for us automatically. Once you've gone through these settings, you want to hit your update grid down here on the very bottom of the screen where it says Update Grid, and you're set and ready to go. Now here, you can keep this like I said before, or you can go under Actions and you can delete the topic if you don't like it. Click Delete, then yes, I want to permanently delete it, and it will get rid of that for you if you don't like it there. Now to add a new topic to the grid, or to add a topic to start with, right here on the left-hand side of the screen, you hit this pink and red button, you hit Add New Topic, and it'll allow you to add a new topic of your choice. You'll need to create a topic, or a title for it, and you'll need to create some sort of prompt to allow the students to know what kind of video you would like to upload to it. So your title, you have 35 characteristics to work with. In the prompt, you have 1,000 characteristics to work with. You can also link documents into the prompt if you would like to, and you can also attach documents to the grid, and I'll show you how to do that in a few minutes. And linking and attaching helps with this 1,000 characteristics because it's not as many as you think. Under the recording time, you can change this from 15 seconds to 10 minutes. The default's 1:30, and that seems to be a great amount of time for you to upload a video. You can also hit video moderation, which is what you want to do to keep you safe when we're thinking about safety of minors. This means that once you've uploaded the video, they can't see it on the grid. You have to go in and watch that video, make sure it's appropriate, then hit activate, and allows you to see it, allows then for it to become active once you click that. You can do an optional focus if you want to. You can record a video, you can upload a video, you can add a link, you can upload an image, you can add a Jiffy, an emoji, all sorts of different options here. Totally optional, you don't need to add one for it. Once you go through these basic settings, you want to hit this More Options button. It allows you to do more things. So here's where you can add an attachment, like I was saying before. You can add it as a URL from one of these external links, YouTube, Google Docs, Dropbox, those kinds of things. You can also change the status of the topic. Active means you are accepting videos. Frozen means nobody can add a video. Hidden means that you can't see it. You can also choose to change the launch and freeze date. So if you want it to launch at a date in the future, you can do that. If you want to stop entries at a certain point, you can do that as well. Underneath your video features, you can just choose selfies and videos. Again, that's the default. You can do selfies only, videos only, or nothing at all for the grid that you want. But again, selfies and videos is what you want to do. Then the rest of this stuff allows you to video edit, change a title, add sticky notes, add attachments that they want to. This likes one is already defaulted as off. Again, you want to be really careful when you're using this because it become a popularity contest and students may not use it appropriately. So we want to make sure that we're using that when appropriate for students. And then you can also turn on and off the student replies if you want to, which allows students to reply to one another in the class. Then lastly, as an educator, you can change how you give feedback. The basic feedback allows you to do a video and just basic comments that are emailed to them. Custom feedback allows you to change it to a rubric if you want to, and allows you to add your own criteria for it. Once you go through this and have everything set up, down here at the very bottom is the Create Topic button. Gives you a code. You can create a QR code that will allow them to go directly to this topic. Then you can hit All Set, and you're ready to go. And now you've created your topic. This will allow students now to be able to go in and record responses and things like that for it. So then up here at the top where it says My Grid, then the name of your grid, and then the name of the topic. If you hit the name of your grid, it will take you back to your grid homepage for it. And then you can continue adding new topics for it as well. If you want to see what this looks like as a youth, you can go under Flip Code and it will allow you to view as a student. Allow you to enter a code to enter this, and then this is what it looks like as a student. For it, and here's where they record their responses for it. Also, you will need to add a co-pilot. To do this, your co-pilot needs to already have an educator account with Flipgrid. To do that, you just enter in their email address, then hit the invite button. You'll send them an email, then they'll go into Flipgrid and add you as a co-pilot. Remember, you have to have 2 screen adults on Flipgrid to comply with safety minors. That's pretty much it as an educator on the Flipgrid. If you have questions, please let me know. Otherwise, good luck and have fun.